How dare you? Meg mad as Claire Ptak accepts to bake a birthday cake for Charlotte instead of Archie. Raised in California, Claire Ptak never had any intention of baking for a living. I really wanted to be the next Quentin Tarantino, she says. But when that didn't work out, she switched industries, and started her career as a pastry chef. Eventually, she moved to London to launch her own baking business. In fact, it was her knack for creating beautiful, organic, and seasonal treats that caught the eye of then actress Meghan Markle, who interviewed Ptak over email for a post on her blog The Tig. Several years later, when Meghan was looking for someone to create a royal wedding cake that not only looked beautiful but also tasted good, Ptak was at the top of her list. Because Prince Archie's and Princess Charlotte's birthdays are so close together, Meghan Markle purposefully called Claire Ptak to ask her to prepare Archie's birthday cake, but with the caveat that the same offer would not be accepted. Kate and William are a couple. Claire Ptak, on the other hand, firmly declined that offer since she rejected the offer of the Prince and Princess of Wales and refused to agree that she would create cakes for Archie, which enraged Meghan. Meghan insulted Ptak and threatened to ruin her present profession, but Ptak immediately banned Meghan's phone number. Archie Mountbatten Windsor, 3, will celebrate his birthday on May 6 this year, which will clash with a very special day for the Sussexes, King Charles's coronation. However, Princess Charlotte's birthday is May 2, only 4 days before the coronation. Negation. Ptak started out on a stall in Broadway Market and is now going to design what is sure to be one of the most famous royal wedding cakes in history. Ptak opened Violet Cakes, her first bakery, in East London in 2010, with a focus on homemade, seasonal, aesthetically laid-back food. My bakes are ingredient-led, she says. I'm all about doing really amazing sourcing and trying to make whatever it is, the fruit or that chocolate, to taste more special. The former pastry chef was invited to an initial meeting with Meghan at Kensington Palace in January 2018, just 2 months after the couple announced their engagement. During the meeting Meghan said, "You know, we want you to do it," Ptak recalls. "I think they really knew what they wanted, and I really admire that." Perhaps it was her sample selection that helped to seal the deal. Ptak took 6 different flavors of cake with her to the palace that day. "I thought about what I would like and what was right for the month of May," she shares, "and they went with elderflower and lemon, which was my first choice, too." Since Harry and Meghan had decided on a fresh sponge cake as opposed to a fruit cake that could be made weeks in advance, Ptak wasn't able to start baking the cake until the day before the wedding. "It's the way we bake anyway. We do things à la minute, so we knew that and planned our strategy and team accordingly. We were ready," she says. And rather than begin creating the cake in their small and open kitchen, with the eyes of customers watching their every move at Violet Cakes, Ptak and her team were invited to the kitchens at Buckingham Palace. They have a wonderful chef called Mark Flanagan who was incredibly supportive and welcoming to us. "Baking there really set the tone for us," she says. "We loved being there because we have a tiny kitchen and they have incredible facilities. We made the cake in London and transported it to Windsor where we finished the decoration. On the day of the wedding, Ptak and her team arrived at Windsor at 5 a.m. to complete the finishing touches. Because of timing, there was a lot of waiting," she says. "We had to be there that early to get things into place and get all the flowers done." How dare you? Meg mad as Claire Ptak accepts to bake a birthday cake for Charlotte instead of Archie. Raised in California, Claire Ptak never had any intention of baking for a living. I really wanted to be the next Quentin Tarantino, she says. But when that didn't work out, she switched industries, and started her career as a pastry chef. Eventually, she moved to London to launch her own baking business. In fact, it was her knack for creating beautiful,